Uh-oh. What is this change that Google has just made, or at least is going to make, and how could it affect your law firm's marketing? So, if you haven't heard already, Google is making a massive change to how its advertising system works. It's about to take out some of the individual targeting measures and instead turn them into user cohorts. So again, what does this mean for you and your law firm? I'm Charley Mann, the president and lead coach at Great Legal Marketing. I'm going to give you some insight on this right now with actionable advice for your law firm. So here's the deal. What we are seeing is Google taking away precision targeting based on going to websites, based on a lot of things that are now more concerns about privacy. And instead of being able to target you, the individual, it's now going to put you in what it calls a cohort or a batch, or it may find out some other term that it wants to use down the line. But either way, instead of targeting you, it will target the cohort you're in. So for those of you who think that Google isn't going to be watching you as much, that's not the case. What they're not going to allow for is for other businesses to so precisely target just you based on your personal information. Instead, based on your information, it will put you in a cohort and your cohort will be targeted. But here's the good news. This means very little for law firms and should not change the way that you do advertising, because much of your Google advertising has to do with search terms. And so far as we can tell, there's no direct effect on how attorneys will actually market using Google Ads and the search terms. Now, there are some concerns about whether or not you'll be able to see some certain keywords in the future, but that's totally separate from this issue. What you need to know right now is this is not a reason to panic. This is a reason for a whole lot of other advertisers to panic, except for you, those who may sell certain goods, and perhaps you may enjoy getting advertising to you based on being on a cohort rather than an individual. We'll see the effect overall, but in terms of how this will affect the legal industry, I actually think that the good news is it means that your opportunities are sound and solid, and it's a demonstration of Google that it's not about to invade your space. However, for those of you sticking around to this very end point, I'm glad you are, because this is an indicator that Google is changing the way it handles privacy. I believe that their keyword search-based Google ads will stay a potent part of your advertising opportunities. However, some of your ability to use the Google Display Network, which not many law firms use that, may become limited. And we may see a massive limitation on the amount of data that you actually see in the back end of your Google ads. So yeah, there is a little bit of concern over there. But the recent news about how Google is changing the way that it operates with individual tracking doesn't have a big impact on your law firm. So proceed as you already are. And as a matter of fact, double down and improve your current advertising, because just see this as an opportunity to make all of it better. Okay, I hope this helps you out, and make sure you check out some of our other videos that may be up on this screen somewhere, and of course, subscribe to the Great Legal Marketing YouTube channel to make sure you get this information and other videos like it sent to you regularly. Subscribe, click that notification bell.